What's up, guys? Back with another week of our Apollo recovery video. And this week specifically, I want to talk about recovering from 17.1 to get you ready for 17.2. So we're going to spend some time working out our upper trap, our hip flexors, and our IT bands. A lot of people have been complaining about how sore their shoulders are and kind of how they have that back burn, which is what it's commonly referred to as. And so I'm going to give you some stretches that we can do that will help recover that process. And so where we're going to start is with a mobility ball. If you have a softball or a baseball, that'll work perfectly fine. Even something as simple as like a can of beans. But if you have something, a better alternative, I would use that. Now where we're going to go is right into the upper trap. We're going to sit back into that area. Any portion of that is kind of where I want you to work. And what we're going to do with our opposite hand is actually apply pressure down on that ball in between those muscles. And while we're there, you're going to find yourself, hopefully, twisting your head back and forth. We're contracting different muscles here. Spend 1 to 2 minutes per side. Shift, find another spot. Shift our head forwards and backwards. So that'll kind of take care and alleviate some of that tension that we've created in our upper trap. Once we've done that, then I want to transition over to a foam roller, and we're going to hit our IT bands up. Now, if you have something softer, or a softer foam roller, if you have the luxury of that, then I would maybe start a little conservative with this because this is a very tender part of our body. But where we're going to start is on the upper portion of the side of our leg. And as we're doing this, it's going to be really easy to find tender spots. But once you're there and it's started to alleviate itself, I also want you to shift forwards and backwards. Again, spend about 2 minutes per leg for each one of these. Kind of track all the way down, forwards and backwards. This will help alleviate a lot of that tension that, again, we've created from moving up and down in the snatch and the burpee. So you find yourself flexing that hip quite often. So the final one, and I hope this helps people a lot, is we're going to stretch out these hip flexors, these muscles that actually create that flex of our hip. And so we're not going to use this to roll for a final stretch, but we're actually going to use it to create a stretching position. And so what we're going to do is use this as a prop, place it around our tailbone, and then settle back, right? And so when we do this, let the hip shift back. And if we want to create even more of a stretch, we can kind of bring our legs to a butterfly position, open up at our hips, and then we'll also kind of get our adductors involved as well, which I'm sure are tight again from 17.1. And I want you to spend 2 minutes in this position, and then you can relax, maybe even do this one more time, just depending on how tight you are from that workout. You know, we did a lot of hinging there, so I hope that'll kind of help in the recovery process, and then get you ready for 17.2 and the announcement this Thursday. So I'll see you guys again next week. Hope this helped.